Okay, hello everyone, welcome to our fifth lessons. And in this lesson, we are going to talk a bit about some pronouns, some few more, and then we'll be talking about the days of the week and how to say like last week, next month, last year, like that. And some other phrases to connect sentences. And how do you say how old you are, ordinal numbers, and some units. And last time we talked about the sentence final particle aa in different tones like and this time we will be talking about gaa. So only two tones that we are going to talk about, ga and ga. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, the first one here we have is 大家.
大家
大家 is everyone, everybody. 大家. So
家
this is how people greet when they are giving a speech. 大家好.
大家好
大家好. We don't actually we talk about this greeting like you would see in every Cantonese textbook. You will see 你好, but we don't
你好
really say that. Maybe only in like very formal setting. But I think 大家好, yeah. I mean, but if you're giving a speech, that is a formal setting somehow. So yeah, you will hear 大家好 a lot. 大家好, like greeting everyone. 大家好. But the other situation instead of 你好 we will reach hello.
Hello
Hello.
Hello
Hello. Okay. Low. Hello. Hello. I think I say hello all the time. Okay. And then like for example, you can add some personal pronouns before it also, like this, like all day. All day is we.
我哋
But you say all day 大家, so like all of us. All day 大家,
我
like
哋大
everyone in
家
us, something like that. 我哋大家都唔想你走.
都唔想你走
So 都 is the all,
also
both, also, two, and 唔想 don't want. 你
don't
you,
want
走 is to leave. 走 is to leave. 我哋大家都唔想你走. We don't want you to don't want you to go, like that. Okay, so maybe you can try one sentence. Let's say, if you remember, do you remember what tone is used for request or invitation?
one
First tone is for invitation or
request
a request. So maybe you can try I like everyone, let's eat together. Together is 一齊.
一齊 yeah everyone let's eat together 大家一齊
一齊
食啊食啊
大家一齊食啊. Everyone let's eat together. 大
家
一
一齊
齊
食啊
食啊.
啊
or not many sentences that I'm thinking of using everybody. I think this is the first one that I can think of. 大家好.
家好
Like let's say I like everyone.
中意 was it
中意
中意 sorry
like,
中意
中意 is
我中意大家
中意大家. Like that. I like everyone.
中意
中意
大家
okay. So if you want to say every one like that, everyone not in the sense like this, like collections of many people, just like everyone, this person, every person, this person, and that person. You can say 每, and then
每
you can add a 一. 一 is not necessary, but you can add it also. and then you add a classifier, and then add a noun
Okay.
like that. And that would be every something, every something.
Oh.
So like for example, we have an example. 每一間餐廳都去過。
每一間餐廳都去過。
We talk about
餐
過
廳
before.
restaurant.
過 is about experiences. When you add it
啊，
after a verb, so 去 is to go here. 去過 like I
嗯嗯
have been to.
嗯
去過。
嗯，
都 and then 都 is the all. I've
哦，
been to all.
嗯
So 每一間餐廳 here is every restaurant. Every restaurant.
，restaurant
You can say 每間餐廳 also without the 一。
without the 一。
So 每間
嗯，
餐廳都去過。Okay, so how do you say I know everyone here? I know everyone. To know is 識
識
to know.
識，嗯
And that the Cantonese order will be something like this.
，everyone
No, you say I first.
I everyone know。
Everyone like that.
哦，我識
Uh-huh.
呢度呢個
Lido is correct. Lido.
呢度啊呢度
Lido.
啊每一
Uh-huh.
人
What is the classifier for people?
個
So what it will be?
每一個人
呢度每一個人。So I know everyone here. 我識
我識
呢度
呢度每一個人。
So everyone here. 呢度每一個人。Or you can say 我識呢度每個人。
我識呢度啊
我識
，OK，
呢度。So this is how you say 每every. You add we add 每 and then 一 you can drop it or you can add it and then classify the noun. Okay.
嗯
And then going to the days of week. Actually, we talked about this already before. 星期 is the word.
，OK，
星期 is the word for week also. 星期 Okay. And all of this stuff here, you can substitute them by 禮拜 also.
禮
By
拜
禮拜. Some people say 禮拜, some people. I think I usually
禮
say
拜，
星期. 禮拜. So
嗯
they both mean week, but then you can add numbers after it to mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Monday is the one.
嗯
So
一
星期一 one.
星期一
星期 then 星期二。
星期
Or you can also say 禮拜二。
二禮拜二
禮拜二 and then 星期三。
星期三
星期四。
星期四
For 5 I only say this one. I don't say
嗯
this one. Okay. So 禮拜五。
禮拜五
嗯哼。
星期五
星期五。星期六。
星期六
And then the Sunday, the 星期日 the 日 here is it has the same pronunciation with day or sun.
嗯
星期日。
星期日
So remember the 星期日 Sunday you are very down because you're very your emotion your energy level is very low because you know tomorrow you need to work.
Monday
So 星期日
星期日
and then Monday you have to work, so you are kind of I don't know
energetic
energetic to work. I don't know if you're
星
energetic to
期
work.
一
Okay, fine. Yeah, Monday is 日 okay, and Sunday is 星期日日
日一
Uh-huh.
日
And in Cantonese, if you want to list like several weeks, several days of the week, you can say it like this: like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That we will be saying the numbers. So 一
哦
三五。
一三五
Or if Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, then you can say 二四六。
二四六
And for weekends, we usually say 六日。
六日
六日。There is a translation like for the weekend. Cantonese, which is 周末.
周末.
But I don't think I have ever used this word in spoken language. It sounds like a written language, very formal. Usually we will just say 六日 to mean weekend. So 六日 means Saturday and Sunday, but it can also mean 六日. Okay. And then we have already seen this one, 禮拜 is week.
禮拜.
And then or for the just the same thing. If you can say 六日 or 星期六日, the same.
六日, 星期六日.
Or 禮拜六日.
禮拜六日.
You can say that in situation that you think there will be like confusion, because 六日 can be like 6 days also. 六 is 6 and 日 is days. So 六日 can be 6 days also. Yeah, but if you don't want to want people to be confused, then you can say 日.
Okay.
But I think most of situation you say 六日, people can understand, because you don't suddenly say 6 days. Okay. And then to ask what day it is today, then you can say 今日星期幾啊?
今日星期幾啊?
今日 is today. 今日 is
today.
星期幾啊? 幾 is asking about numbers, so 幾. Yeah. So what weekday is today, like that. 今日星期幾啊? Can you try to answer this? 今日星期幾啊?
星期三.
今日星期三.
今日星期三.
You can say 今日星期三. The be verb in this sentence is not necessary. You can stop that. You can also say 今日係星期三, but I think we will just say 今日星期三.
星期三.
Today is
Wednesday.
Yes. So to say we just used few of them already. So 今日 is today.
今日.
And yesterday is 琴日 or 尋日.
尋日.
Or
琴日.
琴日. This the K and this k and z sound in Cantonese is somehow related, just like how you know the word Beijing, the place name, its older name is something like this.
Peking.
Like the K and the J is like here. K, J, K, 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 Ch. This K, K, J. So similar relationship. But I don't know why these two survive in Cantonese. Like two pronunciation. And if you ask people which one do they use more, I think no one can tell an exact number, because I say them like randomly also. I don't know which one I use more. So for reception, you might need to remember 2 words, but for yourself, you don't need to remember two to confuse yourself, because if there is no difference at all, usually I recommend my student to remember this one, because this is more different from 今日.
Yeah.
If many students, if they try to remember this one, then they will be mixing up yesterday and today.
Yesterday.
This is 琴日. This is 今日. The tone is different, and also this one is the one with air puff, strong air puff. 琴日. And this is 今日. The one with like you're holding the breath. 今日. Okay, but this better to remember this one for beginners, like 尋日. And then people use different characters for it. Okay. And then for tomorrow is 聽日.
聽日.
Tomorrow. And then for last, this and next, we can learn these 3. They are the same for other, like for weeks, for year. Okay, so like for example, last week will be 上個星期.
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 上個星期. Or this week will be 呢個星期.
呢個星期.
Some people say 今個星期 also. They are the same. 今個星期. 個星期. To also mean this. 今個星期.
今個星期.
Then it looks a bit like the 今日. If you look at 今個星期. 呢個星期，今個星期。Then for not last next. Okay, for next week will be 下個星期。
下個星期。
下個星期。So, if you look at the character, this 上 is like aligning with something on above. This mean up.
Up.
And then 下 is something with something in down
Down.
there. This is down. So 上個星期 is 上個星期 is like the upper week. If you check on the calendar, it's like that. And 下個星期 is the lower week. So
okay.
Just remember that 上 is up.
Up.
And then 下 is down. Down. Okay, so 上下上個星期呢個星期今個星期 then 下個星期。Okay. Then for month we have the month itself is 月。And then other things are the same, like 上個月。
上個月。
呢個月。
呢個月。
or you can say 今個月。
今個月。
Then next month will be 下個月。
下個月。
下個月。Or last year will be similar to that, but we just don't have the 個 for year. And the pronunciation of year in this will be different from how we pronounce. We learn how to say the date. Like for example, this year is 21年. This is 年 here. This is 年 fourth tone 年. But here, when we are saying this year, last year, next year, it will be 年.
年。
上年。
上年。
上年。今年。
今年。
And 下年。
下年。
下年。There is some people sometimes occasionally they pronounce this like 今年, but usually second tone for these three. So yeah, pay attention. Okay, so I want to ask you, 琴日係星期幾啊？琴日星期幾啊？
琴日星期幾啊？Which
one do you want to?
I want to say 琴日 the yesterday. 琴日。
This one is correct. Yeah, where will you go? You were saying 琴日。
Okay. 星期幾啊？星期二啊？星期二。
星期二。星期二。係咪星期二？我話琴日係星期二啊。You can say the 係 also, not necessary.
係琴日係星期
二。係星期。So yesterday
was Tuesday.
How about 聽日星期幾？
聽日係星期1、2、3、4。
聽日係星期四。聽日don't say it with a high rising tone, or that would be to die.
Yeah.
Sing. Okay. Say.
One is Thursday.
And so, if you want to ask what month it is now, you can ask like 而家幾月？Just like 星期 you say 星期幾 because for month we say 1月、2、3月 so 幾月 you just substitute the number with the 幾 and that will be a question. So,
what was it? 而家
is now. 家
啊
家係幾月
家係
啊
幾月啊？
So this is a question like what month is it now?
嗯，
而家係
而家
而家係幾月
係
啊？Can you try to answer?
而家係幾月啊？What is it now? April. 4月
4月 is a
四
local.
月
嗯
4月，
4月So you
而家4月。
而家4月我而家係4月。If you look at the structure, so for 月 we say the number first and then we say 月。
嗯
So
嗯
when you make it a question word, we substitute the number with 幾。So the question word is 幾月。The
幾月
question word is 幾月 for 1月、2月、3月 and then the question word is 幾月 But then for 星期一、星期二、星期三 then the question word will be 星期幾 like that. So you substitute the number with 幾 then you make it a question.
question.
So maybe we can look at this one first. So, numbers with a classifier, meaning the classifier related to time, like 年 can be 年 or 個月 or 個星期. Then you add 前 or 後, meaning
前
how
後
many, like let's say weeks, years ago. So can you try to say 3 weeks ago?
3
The classifier is
weeks ago. 個星期個
三個星
個
期。
星期前
前期 is a low tone, so 星期。
星期星
星 is
期
so 期 is 到星期。
三個星期
三個星期。三個星
前
期前。Some people say 之前 also. 之前 or 之後 they are the same. They add a 之 before it. 之前之後
之前之後
之後 they are the same. 之前 or 之後 or 前後三個星期之前 or 三個星期前 will be 3.
weeks ago.
How about like 5 years later?
嗯年年之後
5年之後cannot type this. 年之後 will be 5 years
later.
and when you try to say when I was doing something, when I go out, when this and that, or at the time something that we say there's two ways to say that. One is 嗰陣
嗰陣
and some people pronounce it like 嗰陣
嗰陣
like for example when I was young young is 細個
細個
Do you remember how to say McDonald?
媽媽媽
is M gay
sorry
M gay.
sorry.
Okay, so can you try to say when I was young I like to eat M gay?
When I was young, okay. sorry. 我嗰陣
you
我
add the
嗰陣
things before
okay. When I was young,
我
我細個嗰陣
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 there is no past tense for the
okay. M 幾中意or 我中意 M 幾
中意食 M 記 中意中意食 M 嘅。
中意食 I like to eat.
So 我
中意食 M
細
嘅。
個嗰陣，you don't need to repeat the or in every sentence. 中意
中意
M
食
M 嘅，
M 嘅。
食 M 嘅。So so something something 嗰陣，or like when I was in Hong Kong, I go to 飲茶 a lot. Or always is 成日。There is two pronunciation of this. Some people say 成日, some people say 成日. This is always. When I was
When
in
I
Hong
was in Hong Kong. 我喺香港嗰陣I
always
always went to
always went to 飲茶。
飲茶 okay
You say always first. You say always first.
okay 成日
成日
去咗
again there
past
no past
tense
tense here. Because in Cantonese that is not like real past tense. It's not really like a tense of the verb. It's we just add it when it is when we feel like we need it. But in this case when we say 嗰陣 we know it's not now, like yeah.
Okay so 成日去飲茶
我喺
我喺
香
香港
嗰陣
嗰陣成日去飲茶
去
飲茶
like this 喺香港嗰陣。Or there is another way to say the same thing. 嗰陣 some people say 嘅時候。It's just the same thing. Like there is nothing different. You can say 我喺香港嘅時候，like that 成日去飲茶。我細個嘅時候中意食 M 記，like that. There is no difference at all between. And well, of course, this one is shorter, so people might say this more often. Okay. So about age, you ask it like this. 你今年幾歲？like that. Maybe add a I at the end.
你今年幾歲啊？
歲
啊？
幾歲啊？你今年幾
幾
歲
歲啊？你今年幾歲啊
？So the 歲 is like a unit for like age. So like years old, something like that. So you can say 我今年20歲。
我今年20歲啊，OK。
我今年20歲，你今年幾多歲啊？Yeah.
20
Some
歲。
people say fourth tone. And so this is about age. You just need to remember the 歲 as a unit of age. And the ordinal numbers in Cantonese is like this. So we add a 第 before the numbers. But then for the question word, of course, we use 幾. So we substitute the number with 幾. So 第幾 will be like which numbers? 第幾. And first will be 第一. But this is like number one, like first, number one. But if like for example, if you want to say let's do this one first. So 最尾, or some people say 最尾 also. 尾 means last one. Okay. But then when we want to say like the first something, the second something, the third something, then we need to do it like this. Again, we have the classifier and the noun. We have the classifier and the noun. We can skip this one first because this just mean like number one. So this is similar to dayat, dayat ming and dayat. Okay. And then
Dayat.
so like for example, first time will be dayat chi.
Dayat si.
Chi is a classifier for like how many times. Then you can say something like after, like for example, dayat chi sek em gay. First time.
Dayat si.
First
Sek
time.
em gay.
That's sek em gay.
To eat.
How about can you try to say first time going to Japan like that?
第一次去
Japan is Japan.
日本啊，日本
Japan 路通
一啊
日
日本
日本so
第一次
how about like
去
at the first time when I went to Japan
第一第一次 when
去
first when first time 去 was it
you
the
finish the
go
whole thing first. You finish the whole thing first because
okay
because the 嗰陣 you add it at the end of the
okay 第一次去日本嗰陣
第一次去日本嗰陣 so this will be like at the first time when I went to Japan.
when I went to Japan for the first time
去
日本
嗰陣
嗰陣
嗰陣 the name. So how about like the third friend like
third friend 第三個朋友
第三個朋友 falling and then rising 朋友第三個
朋友
so so people might ask 呢個 this one this 呢個係第幾個
呢個係第幾個
then that they substitute the number with 幾 meaning they are asking a question 第幾個朋友like that like number what is this friend like that 第幾個朋友第幾次去日本第幾次去日本how many times have you
been to Japan
okay so there is some units that we use in daily life in Cantonese bong or I think people say bong is pound they use it for the weight only like when you are telling your weight usually people say bong instead of kg for kg you can say 公斤 or people might just say k like this
K
which makes it the same with this one for kilometer people say 公里 or they say k also so
K
depending on the context these two might sound the same and for meter people say 米 the same character for rice cooked rice okay so last time we talked about in the middle and then in the maybe can just quickly go through that last time is first one is for suggestion request and then the second one is actually fact and then in the middle is for sentence for questions and usually the answer to the question so like 你知唔知do you know and then
唔知啊
and then second usage is for a list like something like that okay and then for the exclamation mark this one okay and then the one for express that you're annoyed like and this one is usually longer. 你啊,
你啊,
like that.
同我啊.
Okay. And then the fourth one is fourth tone, you add it to a statement to make it a question to ask for confirmation. Or there is another way you use it with 都 to mean that you are disappointed, you are helpless. Okay. So adding to that, usually people say this ga is a combination of ge and a. So compared to the here, third tone that you add to a question, it actually does not have any. It does not add meaning to the question. It just make it sounds like less abrupt. You soften the tone, make it sounds more friendly. But it does not add meaning to the question. But then if you say ga, you add it to a question. Usually this one is more like will more be like like if in the grammar book they call it emphasized question, but like a curious question. Like tell me more about it. Is it like this? Yeah. Okay, so different from the it's just a simple question, but this one is like tell me, like I want to know, like emphasized question. Okay, so this one 講真定講假㗎?
講真定講假㗎?
You remember what is 定?
定,
定
wow.
定 six tone. 定
定
is or in a question.
Right. Sorry.
It's okay. 定 or sometimes people say 定係 the same. There's no difference.
定係.
Okay, so 講真 is 講 is to speak, 真 is real or true. 講真 假 is fake, so 講真定講假㗎?
講真定講假㗎?
So tell me if you're telling the truth or not. Like
The truth, yeah.
講真定講假㗎? So like for example, like how about where do you want to go exactly? Where do you want to go?
Where do you want to go?
In this curious way, like I mean emphasized way.
嚟上海?
Okay.
嚟上海?
Where is? Do you remember here? Here. If you remember here, you maybe use
呢
that.
度?
Little, and then where is something 度 also.
幾度?
幾 will be related to numbers usually.
Time. Wait. 邊度? 邊度?
邊度? 你想去邊度? How about the whole sentence?
邊度? 㗎?
㗎 你想去邊度㗎? Like that. Like,
你上海邊度㗎?
if you just want to ask where someone want to go, you can just say 你想去邊度啊? Like that. Then that would be like just a question asking if where the person is going wanting to go. But then if you say 你想去邊度㗎? When do you use this question?
Exactly.
It's more like for example when a person is just going forward and backward all the time and then seeming like they are not going to anywhere, then you might ask that. 你想去邊度㗎? Like you want to know. 你想去邊度? Okay, and you can use it in statement also, just like you can add in statement also third tone. But this one usually you say this to try to emphasize and put emphasis, or you want to persuade someone, you will say this. So like 好貴㗎.
好貴㗎.
So for example, someone say, this rubbish, we can throw it away. Then they say 好貴㗎, like that. 好貴㗎.
Sounds like, oh my god.
So like for example, if someone you are holding a food a plate of food, and then people say, this is not tasty, I won't eat it, but you want to say it is very tasty, like that. It is tasty. How do you say that?
好食㗎.
好好食㗎, like that.
好好食㗎.
好好食㗎. Then you will add the ga to it. 好好食㗎. So remember, gaa is always related to emphasis. 好好食㗎. Sounds like you are trying to persuade someone. It's really tasty. 好好食㗎. Okay. And then again, we if we look at the character, this one people actually most Hong Kong people they use ga this character for ga, and even for fifth tone. We don't have fifth tone here because it's not a
Oh,
commonly used one. Maybe we can talk about that later on, but I want to teach you the most frequently used one first. So most Hong Kong people they use this character for all tone, like
no.
ga, all for all tones. But some people like the dictionary that I've been using, which is called words.hk, they try to use different character for different maybe for the learner
Mm,
to differentiate like different tones, make them understand easier. But
mm-mm.
then in Hong Kong, really no one use this one. If you use this one, usually people think that you are from China in Hong Kong. Yeah, because they I think in China
Don't think
they
so.
are the in the like opposite way. They use this for everything. Uh, they use this for everything. It's not like they are separating this also. They use this for everything. But in Hong Kong, we use this for everything.
Okay.
But I think they choose to use this for, I mean, the dictionary itself choose to use this for fourth tone is because the radical, not radical, like right part of this character is in fourth tone also. I think that is the reason. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh,
So, yeah, but I will be just using this one.
okay.
Okay, so similar to fourth tone of a fourth tone, this one you
Uh,
can only add it to a statement. You cannot add it to a question
okay.
because you use fourth tone to make a statement become a question to ask for
Mm,
confirmation. But the thing difference from is just like again is it does not add much meaning to the question. But then
mm,
ga is like you're emphasizing something.
ka.
Uh, if if you use ga, usually it's like something different from what you expect. So
Mm,
like for example, if you told me you don't know how to cook, but then you are holding some food from the kitchen, then I will be saying, 咦你整㗎？
你識
你
你整
整
㗎？
整㗎啊？整 is to make，你整㗎啊哈
你整㗎
啊哈你整㗎啊哈 Like for example,
because unexpected.
unexpected. Like for example, 做 is to do. Let's say there is a
Mm-mm.
report or like random thing like PowerPoint that you are going to submit to your boss, and then someone done it for you, and then
Oh,
what will you say?
你做㗎？
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 做 is 都同做
做你
你做㗎？
做你
你做㗎？
做㗎？你
你做㗎？
做㗎？
你做㗎？你做㗎？ So did you make it like that? Did you do it? 你做㗎？ fourth tone again. And so if we look at the question here, like for example, 講真定講假 is a question already
嗯
on its own without the
㗎
ga.
嗯
So you cannot say 你講真定講假 You cannot say that. 講真定講假 because
啊
it's a question already. If you want to use 假 to this, you can either say 講真假 or
啊
講假㗎 like that.
講假㗎
Because 講真 is telling truth, 講假 is telling like not true.
嚟嗯
So yeah, 講真㗎，講假㗎. You can say
講
that,
真
but you
㗎
cannot say 講真定講假 because 講真定講假 is already
It's
a question.
already a question
Like
嗯
你想去邊度㗎? This is a question. Then you use third tone. If you say you want to go there, which is
嗯
different from what you expected, then you can say
你想
你想去嗰度㗎?
去嗰度㗎
你想去嗰度㗎? I thought you want to go this place, but
Here
you want to go there.
yeah
Like that.
啊
你想去嗰度㗎? Like that. So
OK
ga is only for statement. And think actually these two is just very similar, like but then people call it this one rhetorical question, meaning you are not asking for an answer. You don't want an answer.
à
It looks like a question, but it's not a question. So 你傻㗎? Like that.
你傻㗎
So is silly, stupid, crazy. 你傻㗎?
你傻㗎
So usually you can understand, you can guess like this one. Usually you use it to blame someone.
not for an answer
So maybe one more example that you can make is like for example, oh so you didn't you are not going to go like that. You won't go.
Oh,
Uh,
你
you
唔
expect
去，
you expect someone will be going, but then you suddenly you just knew that they're not going.
你唔去㗎，
你唔去㗎，你唔去㗎，
㗎㗎，
你去㗎。So if you compare this one to the 你唔去㗎 with 你唔去你唔去will be just like a question
just a
without
question,
without assumption. But then 你唔去㗎 it shows that you have some assumption.
surprise.
You are surprised.
嗯
你唔去㗎，你唔去啊，你唔去啊，你唔識啊。
嗯
Then that will be just like a state like a question without any assumption.
嗯
But you say 你唔去㗎 when you saw something
like
happen.
like
Yeah, 你唔
你唔
去㗎，
去㗎，
你唔去㗎。So yeah. Yeah, so people when they say 你傻㗎 don't give them an answer because they are not asking for an answer.
asking.
Okay, so I think this is all for today. And next time we will be talking some other more expressions and maybe one more sentence final particle, which is we've done AA, GAA, and then next time we will be doing LAA. Okay. LAA.
Okay.
Also, LAA is GA we only talk about third tone, fourth tone here.
And fourth tone.
LAA will be first tone, third tone, and fourth tone. Very similar to AA.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye 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 bye.